Hey everyone, welcome to Keller Acres. Today I'm making some cranberry orange bread. I'm actually just going to be mixing this, pouring into my prepared bread pan, and then baking it tomorrow. I just wanted to kind of get a head start to make tomorrow easier. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and I just want this bread to be freshly baked, but I don't want to have so much to do tomorrow because I actually have a couple last minute errands. So what you're going to need for this cranberry orange bread is obviously orange. We're gonna need the zest of 1 orange, 2 tablespoons of fresh squeezed orange juice, a half a cup of milk, a half a cup of oil, can be whatever oil you have on hand, vegetable, canola. I am using avocado oil, 3/4 cup of white sugar, 2 cups of flour, 2 eggs, preferably at room temperature. I know it can be hard to plan ahead to have those ready at room temperature. I forget, and our chickens aren't laying very many eggs lately. Otherwise, I always have room temperature eggs, which is amazing. But currently, no. And then you're gonna need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of vanilla or vanilla bean paste. This stuff is amazing. If you're curious about it, I have a video on that. And a cup and a half of cranberries. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start by mixing my 3/4 cup of sugar. If you have a stand-up mixer, that's perfect. If not, obviously you can mix this in a bowl. Gonna add in my sugar first, then my orange juice, my orange zest, and I'm gonna let that mix for a second. This is something you could also bake ahead and freeze if you wanted to. I didn't do it obviously far enough ahead to do that, but you can also do what I do and just stick it in the fridge and then bake it when you're ready. That works too. Now I'm gonna add in my half a cup of milk. I'm using 2%, but you can sub in whatever percentage or even almond milk if you wanna make this dairy-free. Half a cup of oil. Again, I'm using avocado. Let that stir together for a second. Good to have a spatula on hand as well, because eventually we'll have to scrape the sides down. Now I'm gonna add in my teaspoon of salt, my 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and my eggs. Forgot to crack these in advance. Been trying to do that to make the process go a little quicker. All right, let that all mix together. Okay, once those eggs are fully mixed in, we're gonna start adding in our flour. I'm gonna dump in about 1 cup at a time and let it mix. Then scrape down the sides before you add in your next cup. Just realized I forgot to put my vanilla paste in. I'm gonna pour a little of that in, or at this point put in a little vanilla extract, a teaspoon or so. All right, let that mix together. Get all your batter off your beater here, your mixer, whatever you call this thing. Pull my bowl off, make sure everything is stirred in good. Grab your cranberries, pour those in. Then just gently fold those cranberries in. This looks so pretty and festive with the red cranberries. You can also mix in nuts if you like. I am gonna omit the nuts today. I feel like I've made enough things with nuts lately. We don't need more. We got all kinds of candy with nuts in it. All right, I have my bread pan prepared. I buttered it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour my batter into my pan. Then once I've got this all in my pan, I'm just gonna cover my bread pan here with some plastic wrap, put her in the fridge until tomorrow. Once this is done, tomorrow I'll be making an orange powdered sugar glaze for the top. That is going to be delicious. Just kind of something a little bit different. Finish spreading that across the top. Right, I'm gonna get this in the fridge. Tomorrow we'll be baking it at 350 for around 45 to 50 minutes. Okay, it's the next day. I'm gonna go ahead and get my cranberry orange loaf into the oven. Got my oven preheated to 350, and I will let you know exactly how long this ends up baking for. Also, once I pull it out of the oven, I'm gonna be mixing up a orange glaze for the top. So we'll do that here in a few minutes, but for now, I'm gonna go stick this in the oven. Okay, my orange cranberry bread is done. I baked this at 350 for 1 hour. I did put a little foil over the top for the last 15 minutes so it wouldn't get too brown on top. For the glaze, I am mixing together 1 cup of powdered sugar with, I have about a third a cup of fresh squeezed orange juice in here and a little bit of zest. I'm gonna pour a little bit in at a time. I'm not sure exactly how much I need, so we're just gonna pour in about half of it, stir that and see how it looks. Yeah, I think we need it all. Dump the rest in. It's about a third a cup. Fresh squeezed orange juice. Smells so good. All right, yep, that's about perfect. I'm gonna just pour this over the top of my bread. Let it go on down the sides, that's good. Then this glaze will set up. It'll start to harden after a little bit. It looks delicious, smells delicious. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying our videos, please give us a like and hit the subscribe button.